This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who ruled well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 17 is that I found this Tucker Carlson interview on social media, okay, via Twitter. And then I did some research and I was able to find it on YouTube. And Tucker Carlson is interviewing Catherine Austin Fitz, okay? And if you don't know who this woman is, she's been very outspoken about CBDCs and how that's going to be used to control, all right, the everyone's finances, control everyone's, okay, money supply, okay? And that's what the agenda is of the elites. They want to move everybody out of physical cash and into digital. All right, where it's total control. And, you know, we here at Great Millstone, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, starting with our apostles and elders, have been warning about this, okay? And it's very interesting that this interview came out of nowhere while you have pseudo-Hebrew Israelites out there talking against what we're teaching, okay? The M to the O to the B is, okay, the charagma, is the R to the F to the I to the D, all right? And they want everybody out of physical cash and into digital currency. That's why there's a heavy push on cryptocurrency, CBDC. So again, okay, you heard this from GMS, from the apostles and elders on down. We've been warning about this, and it's literally in your face. You got a sly fox, all right? Just let it open it wide open, okay? And Tucker Carlson's doing the interview on it. All right, the same Tucker Carlson that met with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone in Midtown Manhattan, 34th and 7th, okay, New York. So, I mean, the Lord is vindicating, all right, his prophets. Do you know what the word vindicating means? Okay? Vindicating. Definition. Clear someone of blame or suspicion, okay? Show or prove to be right, reasonable, or justify. Let's get it in.
Take away cash and make everything digital, and digital currency is central bank digital currency. Obviously, you have no power whatsoever. If they don't like what you're doing, they just shut you down and you're impoverished. It just happened in Canada last winter, so we know what the consequences are. We know why they want it. So that couldn't happen, right? Well, we may live to see the day that it does happen. And here's the latest sign that it may be happening. The number of banks and ATM machines in this country are in steep decline. Far fewer than there were just a few years ago. And in some countries like Australia, they're going away at high speed. So this is not something that anyone voted on. This is something that they're just doing, whether you like it or not. So you can say we have cash, but if you can't get cash, then do you really have cash? So where's this going? That's the question we want to assess tonight. And we're going to with Catherine Austin Fitz, who has been monitoring this. She founded the Solari Report. She's also the Assistant Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, and we're happy to have her. Catherine, thanks for coming on. So I think...
Right. She also was the, I got her information right here. She was the United States Assistant Secretary of Housing and Urban Development for Housing on the senior Bush administration, okay, from 1989 to 1990. Okay, very short. A while. I wonder why she left, because she probably saw a lot of wicked shit. All right, and she's like, nope, I don't want to be a part of it. Okay, but that's her credentials. Okay, and she's the same one that talked about Ripple being compatible. Chip development is said to be sponsored by U.S. Navy. Right, she's the one that brought that out. Okay, and I've done videos on it. Brothers have done videos on it. Real quickly, Ripple and XR putting a spotlight once again after the news that the U.S. Navy is hiring a firm to create implantable CHIP that would be compatible with Ripple blockchain. Right, there's the same Ripple blockchain that is literally intertwined with every banking institution, central banking institution. All right, one comes to mind, London. All right, okay, the Central Bank of London. All right. And Ripple Labs is heavily saturated, okay, intertwined with that central bank, and best believe America and various others. So keep an eye on this company, because they're just the research I've done. I'm pretty sure the brothers done. This company right here is literally is going to connect all this together, what they call cross-border payments. That's for another topic, but she spoke about it. About the U.S. Navy and Ripple Labs, all right, working together with this CHIP company. Anyway, continuing on.
To a vote nationally, most people would say, no, I may not use cash, but I'd like to have cash, because if there's no cash, then I have no control over my life. But it seems like this could be a way to affect the same outcome without a vote.
So, Tucker, the one of the bedrocks of freedom is freedom to do financial transactions, including privately, or freedom to do where you want to do and wherever you want to do. And unfortunately, as the financial system has become more and more digital, you see more and more not only invasive surveillance, but more and more controls. You referred to Canada, perfect example. And the reality, as the financial
CBDCs will bring complete government control, social credit score system, and more surveillance. Okay, this is what everything's moving into. All right, you can kiss, all right, the dollar, the fiat currency goodbye. They're gonna do it in gradualism, little by little. Okay, look out for words like capital controls and all these $100 words. Okay, as excuses why you can't get cash out of the ATM and the banks anymore. All right, this is where it's all going. Okay, again, the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Okay, and the men under them, okay, have been warning and teaching about this. Okay, and again, it's very interesting that these pseudo Hebrew Israelites are coming up with this BS. Okay, doctrine that the M to the O to the B can't be the CHIP. It's got to be sin, plantation Christianity, or embargo, which is totally BS. It's BS. All right, this is it. Okay, and you're gonna learn it on the Great Millstone. You got to hear first on the Great Millstone. This is the truth, man.
Some gets more controlling and more invasive. It's a little bit like bringing up a corral around us. And CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, and vaccine passports or digital IDs are sort of the last shutting of the gate. It's hard for many people to imagine the risks here, because we're so used to living with financial transaction freedom, and we don't understand that when this gate closes on us, we literally will be sitting in a system where the central banks believe that our assets belong to them, and they can dictate where we can spend money and what we can spend money on. The important thing to understand is central bank digital currencies are not currencies. It's a financial transaction control grid, and it gives the ability for the central bankers, and they've said this publicly, the ability to not only set the rules centrally, but enforce the rules centrally. If you don't behave, you can have your money turned off.
Ooh, and what's going to do that? The digital R, the M to the O to the B. Okay, have your money turned off. So, you can watch more of this. I don't want to make this long. This is not going to be an hour or 5 hours. You saw it right here. Okay, it's public. All right, and we at Great Millstone, starting with our apostles and elders, have been warning and telling you about this. All right, telling our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, things are about to change. It's going to get very is going to get very scary in the near future, okay? And a lot of y'all are not prepared, okay? A lot of y'all not prepared. I want to bring this out. Sirach chapter 6, verse 34. Stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. Right. And this is why we give double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. All right. Because they taught us about, okay, the C-hip. All right. The digital awe. All right. Where it fits in prophecy. Okay. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 through 18. Okay. And they told us that, okay, anyone who takes it, all right, there's a penalty, which is fire, nuclear fire, all right? Because World War III is brewing right behind the scene while all this is happening in front of your face. 35, be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee. 36, and if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door, right? And this is why we give double honors again to the apostle and elders on down. Okay, because those are men of understanding. Okay, and those are the men that I've learned under. Okay, because they're telling the truth. All right, I see it. Okay, they're telling the truth. This is going to happen. All right, you pseudo Hebrew Israelites, man. You're about to start squirming. All right. This video is going to go viral real soon. Just came out, a couple of days ago, but let it pick up some steam. This video is going to go viral, all right? Because this is this is going to start a lot of civil unrest, okay? And that's when Jacob's trouble is really going to start, okay? Opening the door and going, okay, full throttle, all right? And a lot of you Jakes out there, you're going to get caught out there, all right? Because you didn't take heed to the apostles. Okay, you didn't take heed to the prophets who the Lord set up. Okay, let me get Sirach chapter 36, verse 15. Give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raised up prophets that have been in thy name. Right, and the Lord raised up prophets. Okay, the true prophets. You're gonna get them here at Great Millstone. Okay, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. 16, reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful. Okay, and we've been faithful. We never changed up the doctrine. Okay, we never retracted our statement. We kept saying the same thing over and over again like a broken effing record. Okay, faithful to what we believe in. All right. Ezekiel 2:1, and he said unto me, Son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto thee. Verse 2, and the Spirit entered into me when he spake unto me, and set me upon my feet, and I heard him that spake unto me. 3, and he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. Right, so the Lord put us on game. All right, he told us, okay, the children of Israel are rebellious, all right? Just like their fathers, all right? So the Lord put us on game, all right? We know that not everyone's going to get this. The only ones that are going to get this is the elect, all right? Period. And that's what we push out here at Great Millstone as well, the elect, okay? The elect, all right? 4, for they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, right? Thus say Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. 5, and they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them. Right, when these chipping stations start rolling out, that's when you're going to be like, man, Great Millstone was telling the truth. Okay, when you can't get your fiat currency anymore, okay, when you can't get, okay, the greenbacks anymore, and they tell you, no, you need to get a digital wallet with CBDC in it, okay? We no longer use fiat currency. That's when you're going to know Great Millstone, all right, was telling the truth. Okay? Hey, the Lord is closing the doors of mercy, okay? He's closing it. This video is going to go viral, okay? And this is on mainstream media Fox, all right? And the elites are going to have to shut down the internet. They can't allow this to go viral, okay? This is going to go viral on Twitter, TikTok, okay? Instagram, all right? Oh, you know Odyssey and Rumble, okay? And other social media platforms, all right? This is going to go viral. So, let me get Sirach 39 and 1. And I'll close out with this. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies. All right. And we here at Great Millstone, we know for being occupied in prophecies. Excuse me. Okay. And again, we've been talking about this starting with our apostle elders, and they've been warning about this. Okay. Everything's going into digital. All right. For that digital all, the M to the O to the B, the charagma. You know what?